On this short video, I want to show you or talk about line types, different line types. We know that when you draw something in on a for instruction documents, there's different line types that represent different things. For example, you have a hidden line, you have a center line, you have a property line. So you can see over here, I think I have some here. Yeah. So see how these lines look different. That's a property line. This is a hidden line. And when you have it on plan, they mean something different. Okay, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm just gonna show you where to make those changes or how to load different line types. Up to now, and when we start doing layers, we're gonna create a layer and put its particular line type to that layer. Okay, but a line type, again, going back to what I said, there's different line types. The one most common you're going to use is going to be continuous, which is a solid line, just like that, all these. But then you also have some lines that look different, like for example, this one. That's called a hidden line. This right here it's put into a hidden line. And why do we do that? Well, because it represents something different on the plan. Okay, so you have to draw it with the correct line type. So up to now, you have only been using continuous line type, and you only have been using layer 0. Starting from this week, you're gonna start using layers, and with that, different line types. But for this video only, I just want to show you how to load and change line types. Okay, so I'm gonna start from scratch right here. Okay, this one from scratch, and I'm starting from scratch because this file does have already some line types there, and because I have something drawn there. But on this one, there's nothing. Okay, see? So everything we draw on this file that I open right now, everything's on layer 0, right? And only one line type that we have, which is continuous. And you can see right here, if you hover on top of that icon, like we talked about in week 1, you have tooltips, and that's for line types. Now, there's different line types that you're going to be using. Up to now, everything has been solid, but there's some line types that you might need. And I'm just going to show you how to load them. And then when we discuss layers, I'm going to show you how to uh, put them in the correct layer, and then how to make them show when you print. We're going to discuss that later on. For this one, it's just to load the different line types. Okay, because again, line type, it's part of the properties of a line that you create. In other words, you can create a line with a different line type, and that line type becomes part of the properties of that line. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. So, for example, let's say I want to do this line or this square or rectangle that I have here, and I don't need it. I don't need it for it to be continuous. I need for it to be hidden, dashed. Okay. So what we do, you come to the. You can either go to the properties here or go. If we go to properties, actually, they're right here. Notice that on line type, right there, it says by layer, and by layer is continuous. Okay. Right now, you can see solid right there. We'll discuss this a little more in depth when we go over the layers. So again, how to load it. So if you can't see it there, okay, you can't see the line type that you want. If I need that one to be hidden and I can't see it here, okay, notice here at the bottom it says other. Okay, so again, this is a different line type that you can load so that you can have access to that line type, because again, there's different line types that represent something different on the plan. So if I go to other, this box, and open my other screen and pull it in, this is going to open. Line type manager. By default, you have a by layer, by block, and continuous. Okay, by layer means that whatever line type you assign to that layer is going to use that. So by layer means that you're going to take care of the line type inside the layer. We'll discuss this as we go. So how to load it? Well, there's a button right here that says load. You press on it, and this opens. Load or reload line type. Notice that we have several here. Okay, so for example, let's say you want the hidden line type. So I'm going to look for hidden right there. Notice this hidden 2 and hidden plus 2 or x2. We're going to just do hidden, and you can see it gives you the description, it gives you the type of how it's going to look. All right, so you click it, you press OK, and now you see it. Then now it shows up here. Okay, so once it shows here, okay, you'll be able to see it over here and also on the property. So we loaded a line type that it was not there. Now it's there. It's called hidden. If I press OK, now notice that it's going to be right there. Okay, so now all I have to do is click on the rectangle I have, and if I want that to be hidden, I can come up here and put it on hidden, and notice that now my line, it's hidden. Okay, and also I can change it to properties, and that is going to be line type hidden. Okay, and now again that becomes part of the line type. So if, for example, if I use match properties, I can change the properties of this line into that one, and now it becomes hidden. Okay, because now again the line type, it's part of the properties of this entity that I drew, which was a rectangle. Okay, so that's how you load a line type, and that's how you can change it, and how you can match property the line type. Now, another thing that I want to show you briefly, it's the spacing, and I'm going to discuss this until later on. There's something that's called line type scale. Okay, line type scale, which means the scaling up or down of the line type. For now, we're going to leave it like this. So I'm just telling you because it might be that it looks too small. Okay, there's different ways of making it appear the correct size in paperspace, and I'll go over that later on. Okay, so just FYI, it's line type and there's this line type scale, so two different things. All right, so this video just covered how to create a line type, how to load a line type, and how to actually apply it to a particular object. Now, you don't have to apply it. You can start from the get-go. For example, if I go to P line in this case, and I'm going to put it by layer. So it's, if I do a line, it's going to be like that. But if I want for it to be hidden, I can go to P line. I can change it to hidden, and then start drawing, and my lines are going to be hidden. Okay. So you can make the change right here in properties, or afterwards, right here through properties also. Line type. Yeah. There it is. Okay. So for this week, we went over how to quick properties, the grips, how to make those edits, the options that we have, how to the quick properties, the properties, how it gives you information, and also you can edit that information, and then how to load a different line type, which might be needed when you start doing your plans, because not everything is drawn in continuous line or a solid line. Okay, so we'll leave it here, and then we'll continue with the rest as we go.